On this episode of On The Go, Irene, can you smell that whiff of love in the air?
Yes, and I'm going to show you how to make your loved one fall in love with you all over again with 2 special romantic dishes.
Oh, it sounds enticing. I can't wait. Let's get started. Life is busy. We all want to cook food that's super fast and super fresh, and we are going to show you how.
This is healthy fast food that the whole family would love. And here's the best bit. Anyone can make these dishes on the go.
Hi, I'm Kelly Latimer, a sports presenter and a fitness enthusiast. I'm the young wife with a hectic schedule doing everything she can to eat right and stay in shape. It's not easy, so I'm here to learn from the best. Chef Irene.
I'm Irene, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and also known as the singing chef. I love to cook simple and healthy dishes for my family and friends.
Irene and I have very different lives, but we have 2 things in common. We love food and we love to stay fit, because life's always better on the go.
Hello and welcome to On The Go. Irene, what do you think of the saying that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach?
Well, being able to cook has its benefits, whether you're a boy or a girl.
That's very true, and you'll be happy to know that today's theme is all about love and food and how you can make your loved one happy through a scrumptious meal.
Well, Kelly, there is love in the air, and we're going to bring back the sparkle into relationships through food.
That's right, it's going to be love at first bite with romance on the go.
First up, Irene shows me how to make a sizzlingly hot and seductively delicious wasabi breaded prawn tartine on brioche. Next, to sweeten the deal, we have a lemon cream fruit cocktail medley with phyllo layers. A sweet mingling of delicate citrus, rich chocolate and luscious cream that's big on flavor but light on calories.
So, Kelly, are you ready to cook?
Yes, chef.
Producer, start the clock. First, we're going to make garlic bread. And to make the garlic bread, we are going to infuse the oil and garlic and coriander.
Let's just get this stove going. So how much olive oil should I be putting in? Is this about enough?
It's just enough, yeah.
Okay. So we'll whack in the garlic cloves. Now we're using whole garlic cloves here,
Yes. Because if you use the whole garlic clove, what I want you to do is later to infuse into the bread. So the first step is to get the garlic and the oil and the coriander, all the flavor into the oil itself.
Now olive oil is great. A lot of people use it nowadays as a substitute for sunflower oil or canola oil. What's so great about it is that it actually helps to lower your blood cholesterol and it helps to prevent heart disease. And it's because it's low in saturated fat, it makes a great additive for salads or just to fry stuff in, because then at least you've got a lot less of the bad stuff.
That's very good. And you see the oil sizzling it just a little while more, and then you can remove the coriander and the garlic aside.
Okay, so
All right.
it's starting to hiss and pop.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Now we've got the entire stem of the coriander in there, and that's because there's a lot of flavor in the stem.
Yes.
Now, how long will I have to do this?
To be ready.
Okay, so I'll just turn off the fire?
Yes.
Okay.
And then just remove the garlic, put it aside, and the
All right.
coriander to the side. So what Kelly is doing is to allow the garlic to cool down, and in the meantime, I'm going to do the prawns. Now, I'm going to devein the prawns, Kelly.
Okay, so what you're doing now is to remove the intestines? Is that it?
Yes, this is the intestine. This is the part that is not clean, so I'm going to clean the prawn a little bit.
Okay.
So next, I'm going to bread the prawns. Now,
Okay.
Kelly, tell me, which of these will go first? I'm going
right.
to test you now.
So, if I remember correctly, you use the flour to seal in the flavor and moisture. Then you do the egg in order for the breadcrumbs to stick. Is that correct?
That's correct, and you're learning so fast. I'm
got a
so
good teacher.
proud of you. Now, I think garlic is cooled down. Why don't you rub the garlic onto the bread?
All right, so we'll just grab a couple of these slices over here. Now we're using brioche here today because it's a little bit sweeter, so it'll add another flavor into the mix, right?
Brioche has a nice sweet flavor because it's a mixture of a cake batter and bread.
I'm just rubbing it on now.
And now what's going to be good about this is that the garlic is going to be just beautiful onto the bread, and the bread is going to taste really, really nice.
Now, the other good thing about using full garlic and infusing the oil is that what we're actually doing is creating a healthy garlic bread. So instead of using a pre-made, store-bought butter laden with fat and lots of additives and stuff like that, we're using all natural olive oil as well as the actual fresh garlic. So you get a lot more flavor with a lot less calories.
Okay, I think you need to heat up the pan again, and it's
Okay.
time for you to grill the bread. Now, if you can see those grooves on the grill, this is really, really good, because what we can see from the bread, you have a nice texture and you have a beautiful pattern on the bread. And I always believe in serving my food with great beauty.
Okay, we'll pop it face down
Okay?
so that we get the nice griddles.
So when you hear the sizzling sound again, you know the bread is going to be cooked.
Okay,
All right.
let's just make sure enough oil goes.
So I'm about to do the prawns. Just going to finish the last one.
All right.
Okay. So I'm going to heat up the pan. This is so fun cooking with you in the kitchen.
Oh, I like being here too. I'm learning a lot.
I'm going to add a little olive oil, and that's what you said, the wonderful benefits about olive oil.
It also means that you can actually use quite a lot without feeling too guilty about it. We're pan frying, are we?
We're just pan frying.
All right, so every time I've tried to pan fry something, I have a tendency to just whack in whatever I'm frying pretty soon after I put the oil in, because I can never remember how to know when the oil is ready. How do you know when it's hot enough?
When you see it sizzle, and I do the breadcrumb test.
Okay, so
All right.
what's that?
So I'll just pour it in a little bit, and when you see the breadcrumb sizzle, it's time for you to put in.
So you can see just there that
Yes.
it's starting to sizzle, okay?
One at a time. See?
And okay, so now you see it's really starting to bubble, and then you put it in, and it starts bubbling up straight away.
Beautiful, yeah. You know, Kelly,
Yes.
I heard that your husband won you over
With food?
with food. Yes.
That is right. He is a fantastic cook, and he makes amazing pancakes.
Really?
So whenever I've had a long day at work, maybe on a Sunday morning, if I'm exhausted, he'll wake up earlier, go down into the kitchen, and from scratch, might I add, make the most amazing pancakes you've ever tasted.
Wow.
A little bit of maple syrup on top, and then he comes upstairs, wakes me up with these fresh pancakes. Too good.
So romantic.
Yes. All right, so how are your prawns doing?
I'm just going to turn it over until it's a little while more. I'm going to cook the prawn.
All right, I'm going to check on this bread. The edges are starting to crispen nicely, as you can
Okay.
see there. And we've got the nice little griddle
I think
lines
this
as
is
well.
just great. It's about
This is
to
just
be ready.
right?
Yes.
All right,
You
shall
can
I take it
remove
off the heat?
Yes.
Okay. So I will remove them and pop them over on the side there.
I'm going to cook the prawns a little while more.
Okay. And after this, you're going to be showing us how to make the perfect dipping sauce to go with our prawns, right?
Yes, and that particular sauce itself is going to marry this dish.
Welcome back to On The Go. Before we get back to finishing our first dish, let's have a look at some of the key ingredients used in creating this dish. Asia is home to some of the world's best seafood, and we're using some beauties in today's first dish. Prawns are low in calories and packed with protein and heart-healthy omega-3s, and they're the star of today's first dish. Brioche is paper thin on the outside with silky, feather-light layers of buttery crumb on the inside. This classic French bread is easy to find and available in most supermarkets. Also called Japanese horseradish, wasabi mayonnaise is a delicate yet fiery green condiment that blends beautifully with smooth and creamy mayonnaise and contrasts perfectly with our super crunchy prawns.
Okay, Irene, so we've got our prawns, we've got our brioche. Now you're going to show us how to make that sauce, right?
And to make the sauce, I'm going to throw in some fresh grapes.
Nice and deseeded as well, yeah?
Yes. And then I'm going to put in the wasabi mayonnaise sauce. And then a little bit of Thai chili sauce.
Lots of different flavors going in there. I'd never have thought you could mix wasabi with grapes, though.
For grapes, it adds sweetness in the sauce. And then, to add a tangy flavor, I'm going to throw in some lime juice.
Nice. Takes off the little edge there.
I'm going to blend it. Okay, now the sauce is done, and I'm going to lay the bread
Okay.
with the prawns.
All right, so I'll let you do that because your artistic skills are probably a little bit better than mine.
So I'm going to lay 2 of this bread here. And then I'm going to put some carrots. These are all shredded carrots. They're really, really fresh and beautiful.
I guess it'll add a nice crunch when you bite into it as well.
Yes. With that sauce I just made, it's just wonderful. And now, cucumbers. I'm going to add on the breaded prawns. Now we have 3 prawns on each bread.
So it's nice and substantial meal, hey? Okay, so I'll get the sauce out and good to go. It smells nice and tangy.
And the sauce is really, really beautiful because you have the grape pulps on it, and that gives a lot of texture and flavor. And in the sauce, there's sweetness and a little bit of, bite of the wasabi mayonnaise sauce, okay?
Alrighty.
Okay, last but not least, to put the sauce on top of the bread.
Okay.
This is it, the final touch. You just drizzle it on top of it.
That looks divine.
Now, the lemon actually made this sauce a little bit smooth.
Oh, that's good. At least then it's a nice refreshing sauce on top of this.
And then lastly, we are going to top it up with the other slice of the bread.
And there you have it, our first dish. It's taken us, according to our producer, 11 minutes to get this far, which means that we're way ahead of schedule for our next dish as well. Can't wait to find out what else we're going to cook, but first up, why don't we do a quick recap of how we got to make this wasabi breaded prawn tartine on brioche.
First, gently pan-fry some whole garlic and coriander with olive oil. Next, rub the garlic cloves onto the sliced brioche bread. Grill the brioche in the same pan with the garlic and coriander infused olive oil until light brown. Coat prawns in flour, egg and breadcrumbs. Shallow fry the prawns in a hot pan until they're a gorgeous crispy golden brown. To whiz up the piquant sauce, first throw in some seedless peeled grapes into the blender. Next, add in the wasabi mayonnaise sauce, Thai chili sauce and fresh lemon juice. Blend it well, and to complete the dish, layer the garlicky coriander brioche with crisp carrot and cucumber, top it off with the breaded prawns, and drizzle with lots of the piquant sauce. We promise you this simple and yet elegant dish will not only wow your partner, but also make them fall in love with you and your food.
Irene, can you feel the love in the air?
Love is always in the air, Callie. You will just have to know where to find it.
Ah, she's off in her own world again. Irene, come back to earth and tell us, what are we cooking next?
Lemon cream fruit cocktail medley with filio layers, and there is a perfect ingredient that you like in this dish.
Really? What is it?
Chocolate.
Ooh, sounds like there are so many good ingredients and even an aphrodisiac. I can't wait.
For this dish, first up is my favorite, chocolate. Originating in South America, chocolate has been credited with reducing blood pressure and cholesterol. Tart and golden, the humble lemon is packed with vitamin C that boosts immunities and stops us from getting colds and flus. A true superhero food in disguise, the list of health benefits that lemons bring to the table is vast. Raspberries. Did you know that the raspberry actually belongs to the rose family? Rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, these soft little berries are packed with flavor and will finish off today's sweet feature beautifully.
Irene, you had me at
Chocolate.
yes. How did you know that was my favorite ingredient? Actually, between chocolate and raspberries, I'm not sure which one I prefer more because chocolate's really rich, but raspberries have a nice tanginess and I really enjoy having them.
Kelly.
Yeah.
We are having both of these ingredients in this dish.
Seriously?
Yes, and I'm going to teach you how to make a lemon cream fruit cocktail melody with phyllo layers.
I tell you what, let's just get down to it.
Okay, I'm going to melt the butter.
Okay.
And this butter is going to be on my pastry later. And in the meantime, why not you set the fire
Okay.
and put in some chocolate bits and a little bit of butter and
bit of
some
butter?
milk
Okay.
into this.
Just a few cubes of butter, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, butter, chocolate. Let's just put everything. And then a little bit of milk, yeah? Just a splash?
A splash of milk. All right.
Okay.
Give it a good stir over the water bath
All right. Now, why are we doing it over a water bath?
so that you can keep the chocolate with an easy temperature and you won't burn your chocolate.
Ah, so clever.
So my butter is about to melt. Okay, I'm gonna bring the butter over here And here I have filo pastries. These are thin pastries that can be used for dessert. And this is perfect for this dessert. So I'm going to lay some filo pastry on the tray and I'm going to brush it with some butter.
Okay, so how thick are these layers? How many are you layering up?
I'm layering about 3 pieces each.
Okay, so it'll be nice and light and crispy, yeah?
That's it. Yeah.
Cool. Now, my chocolate's coming along really, really well. And one of the great things about chocolate, especially dark chocolate, is that it helps to boost your mood, and it's also an aphrodisiac, which is what it's doing in this Romance on the Go episode. But there are other benefits as well to chocolate, like lowering your cholesterol, decreasing the chance of heart disease, and it's also been proven to prevent memory loss.
So do you remember all the steps?
Maybe I should have a little bit more chocolate, yeah?
Is that an excuse?
Possibly.
Okay, my pastry is done and I'm going to put it into the oven.
Now we're going to be cooking the pastry until it's about golden brown, so it's nice and crispy, but not burnt. I have a habit of burning things, as Irene will happily tell you. But yes, the pro won't let it burn, right?
You're getting very good at it. All right, next I'm going to do is the lemon cream. I'm going to put in some cream. Some icing sugar. And lemon to take away the heaviness of the cream.
Now for this cream-based mixture, what sort of cream are you using?
I'm using thick cream and you can find it anywhere in the supermarket.
Nice.
Yes. So I'm going to blend it all together. Okay, and that is done. So quick, huh?
That's very, very fast. So our cream is done. Our chocolate is done. Producer is telling me that we have 6 minutes left before our time is up. So we're done with all this. I can't wait to start laying it all up.
Welcome back to On The Go. Before the break, we managed to create a clean and crunchy wasabi breaded prawn tartine on brioche. And we're about to finish up with our second dish, our seductive lemon cream fruit cocktail melody with phyllo layers. Now that's what I call a romantic meal.
So we're going to take out the pastry from the oven.
Beautiful.
So, Kelly, do you like painting?
I love painting. Why?
And today you are going to paint your favorite ingredient, chocolate, onto this.
Oh, sounds
So you
good.
can help me paint it over each pastry.
All right. So just a thin layer?
Yes.
Okay.
While I move over there to get my cream.
All right. Is that a thick enough layer?
A little bit more. I know you love chocolate, so
I
just
Just
paint
lather it
as
on.
much as you want, right? Okay.
Sounds like a good plan to
So
me.
the first layer of chocolate is ready. Onto the pastry. I'm going to put it onto the bowl.
I'm so terrified of breaking this pastry because it's so thin.
And I'm going to add in some of the lemon cream.
Oh, that looks so good.
Okay. And I'm going to top it up with some fruit cocktail.
A nice medley of fruits there.
Yes. Okay. The next one,
Yep.
the next layer will go on top of it.
Okay.
And then some more cream.
Even more cream?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to add some raspberry on top. And then the last layer. Maybe you have the honor of doing it.
Chocolate facing up, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
So
Oh,
more raspberries?
I think so.
Okay.
The more the merrier.
And lastly, we are going to dust the sugar powder. This is a perfect dessert to end your day.
Oh, that
And if you're
looks so
falling in
good.
love, this is amazing.
Fantastic. Well, according to time, our producer says we've used about 19 minutes. So we are all good and well within our 22 minutes. Irene, well done. Now, can we get to the eating?
Yes, because you've done so well.
Here's a quick recap before our taste test. First, melt the chocolate with butter and a splash of milk in a water bath over low heat. In another pan, melt some butter over low heat. Place sheets of phyllo pastry on a baking tray. Brush each phyllo pastry with the melted butter and bake it in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius until golden brown. To make the lemon cream, add in thick cream, icing sugar, and fresh lemon juice into a mixing bowl. Mix it well until it's thick and smooth. Then, brush the melted chocolate onto the phyllo pastry, add the lemon cream and fruit cocktail on top of it. Continue with another layer of baked phyllo pastry on top and add raspberries to the lemon cream. Finish it off with a sprinkle of icing sugar on top, and that says love to me.
The greatest emotion of mankind is love. And shall we toast to love?
I think so. To love.
To love.
Now for Romance on the Go, we've whipped up these two fantastic dishes in less than 22 minutes, and this is the dish that I've been eyeing all episode. I can't wait to dig in.
I know you've been eyeing on it, and then this is the time, okay? You earned your reward.
Now your main dish didn't take too long to whip up at all, and it's so simple to do, right?
Yes, and you should spend less time in the kitchen because you need to
Spend more time with your loved one, right? All right, so let's dig in and get on with these meals. I can't wait to sample them both. That's all the time that we've got for this episode of On the Go. So make sure you join us again. From myself and Irene, we'll see you next time
On the Go.
On the next episode, it's all about the little people in your life. We're cooking a family-friendly, comforting oats porridge and spinach and corn savory pancakes. Two super nutritious and delicious dishes for busy families on the go. For all of today's and every delicious and healthy recipe you see on the go, check out the website listed below.